BYC, bring your controller.
Bringing you classic gaming.
So you may notice I'm wearing a Santa's hat. That's because it's Christmas time for sports gamers all over the world. We've been missing out on NCAA good old college football. And it's back. And we're back. This is the first episode of the Dynasty with the U. It's all about the U. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a whole bunch of Miami memorabilia. They are my favorite college football team, but the whole story with that, it's a long, long road. So probably starts way back around this time, 2003. That's Joey Harrington on the cover for the Oregon Ducks. That's how far back I go with college football. So it's a thrill to be back here. So as I was saying, I became a Miami fan. I used to like to watch them back in the day with guys like Ken Dorsey, Willis McGahee, and then other NFL legends that have come through those halls, such as Michael Irvin, Warren Sapp, Ray Lewis, Sean Taylor, and so many more. I used to work for the Atlanta Falcons doing security and whatnot, and I got real cool with this cat named Terrick, man. And man, Terrick was the biggest Miami Hurricanes fan. Terrick was such a Miami guy that even when we were doing our job, it was hard for him to contain his Miami fandom. In this clip right here, you'll see former Oklahoma standout Kenny Stills scoring a touchdown and Terrick being right there on the sideline trying to contain his Miami pride as the Dolphins scored a touchdown against the Falcons in the game we were working. He was from Liberty City, out in Miami. Along with him, shout out to Morris, who was also from South Florida. And shout out to my boy, Willie Hustle, who y'all know from the gaming channel. We all used to work together, and they all are Miami Hurricanes fans. So with Willie Hustle being from New York, I started, leaning like, maybe I could affiliate with Miami, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, Terrick passed, and while I'm talking about Terrick, I got to shout out my boy Pierce. They both passed away in between this time that we've been waiting for college football to drop. And I used to play the game with both of them. So I know both of them would have been rocking out here with me and you and everybody else around the country who's going to be playing some college football all summer long. All right, so now that you know the story about why we're picking Miami, let's go ahead and set up our dynasty. Now, I'm not a fan of how the conferences is set up currently across college football. So we're gonna put some traditional teams where they either originated or put some new teams in some new places. When it comes to the ACC North, you got Boston College, the Louisville Cardinals, Maryland, Pittsburgh, Rutgers, Syracuse, UConn, and Virginia. I like the way that side of the conference looks. Although I will say most of the big hitters are going to be on the south side. Clemson, Duke, Georgia Tech, Florida State, Miami, NC State, Virginia Tech, UNC, and Wake Forest. The Big Ten finally has 10 teams again. Illinois, Indiana, the Hawkeyes, defending champs Michigan, Michigan State, Minnesota, Nebraska Cornhuskers, Ohio State, Penn State, and Wisconsin. So again, the Big Ten is finally back to 10 teams. Same thing for the Big 12. They finally got 12 teams back in their conference. We got BYU, Baylor, Houston, Iowa State, Kansas Jayhawks, Kansas State. Returning after nearly leaving is Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas, Texas A&M, as well as Texas Tech. The Big 12 back to being a 12-team conference.
Now, this is going to be the most interesting conference that I'm going to enjoy watching from afar. And there's another one coming up in a few. The American Conference. They got a lot of mixture in here of new teams who have some football history and some who are about to take off to that next level. The Bearcats of Cincinnati, East Carolina and the Pirates. You got the Memphis Tigers, the North Texas Mean Green, SMU Mustangs, the Rice Owls, the Purdue Boilermakers, the Northwestern Wildcats, the Temple Owls, Tulane Green Wave, UAB, UCF and the Knights, UMass, the Roadrunners from the Texas San Antonio, I think. Don't quote me on that. Either way, West Virginia is the team I'm going to be watching. Can they turn their fortunes around? They were in a tough conference in the Big 12 for a long time. Now they're in a conference where they pretty much can run things. But we'll see how that goes. Very interesting conference right here. Purdue also another new team in there with Northwestern coming over from the Big 10. Conference USA stayed the same more or less. You do have FAU joining FIU, so that should be a rivalry created out of nowhere. You got Charlotte and all the other teams of Conference USA. Now, just to go back, if you notice, I made divisions for the ACC because they got quite a few teams, and it's a good way to, just balance things out. But what I will admit, I hate the fact that some of the stacked teams are all in the same division against each other, but that just makes for good games. Big 10 and Big 12 decided not to make divisions for them, being that it's 12 teams and the best two will emerge somehow, some way. All right, let's move back now to the independents. I'm only going to have 3 this time. Army, Navy, and Notre Dame. I thought about putting Notre Dame in the division, in a different conference, but just decided to leave them independent. Did the same thing for Army and Navy. We'll see how all of their seasons turn out. In the Mid-American, here you see what we got popping. Mostly the same. Things didn't change out too much. The MAC is more than likely where I'm going to play my football to start my Road to Glory footage. So stay tuned for that. When it comes to the Mountain West, Colorado and Utah now joining the conference along with Colorado State and a whole bunch of other good teams in this division. That should be interesting. Utah and Colorado join Boise State, Fresno State. There's some good teams in here. It's going to be a very, very, very competitive conference. And I can't wait to see what they do as the season goes on. When it comes to the Pac-12, it is back restored how it's supposed to be. Although not only does it now have 12 teams again, but also there's some new teams. Hawaii and San Diego State now members of the prestigious Pac-12 conference. Can't wait to see how Hawaii and San Diego State fare in the conference with Oregon. USC is back where it needs to be there. On to the conference that everybody watches closely every year. They've got a new member, and that team is going to be on the SEC East side. USF, South Florida are going to join the SEC. Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, and the Vols make up the SEC East. As far as the West is concerned, we made that Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, LSU, Mississippi State, Missouri, and Ole Miss. And to round it out, last but certainly not least, the Sun Belt. Shout out to Georgia State. My sister is a grad from there. But yeah, man, this is gonna be fun. I decided to do these conferences all over, so we can have some fun with this 12-team playoff. And now each conference is pretty balanced, and I can't wait to get this thing started. So let's do it.
It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you.
All right, so when it comes to the name of our coach, we spoke about Pierce and also Terrick, my late great friends. So I'm going to give him the first name Pierce and the last name Sullivan for Terrick's last name, and pay tribute to both of them in that way. When it comes to the playbook, I think I'm going to switch it to a multiple style. I've been having pretty good success with the multiple offense. Ooh, so what's my alma mater? All right, so let's get this thing going. Let's set up the recruiting board, and then let's just hit the custom schedules, and let's go ahead and scout these prospects. We'll customize the schedules. All right, so let's set up the schedule. We've got Clemson at home. They're ranked number 17 coming into the season. Then we go on the road to the Swamp to take on Florida. Third game of the season is going to be at Ball State in Indiana. Then we come back home to take on FIU. Another home game against Virginia Tech. On the road against Nebraska. We got Army week 7. North Carolina on the road at Chapel Hill. Florida State, we go to Doak Campbell to play FSU. Georgia Tech comes down to Miami. We'll get things rolling there. Wake Forest comes down to Miami, and then we close the season out against North Texas at home. We hope that week 16 we are one of the teams playing in the ACC championship. The projected favorite to probably come out of that side has to be Louisville. All right, so here's a look at the media's top 25. They currently have us rated at 23rd best in the nation. That's better than nothing. And then when you go to the top, it's UGA, Ohio State, Texas, Oregon, and Ole Miss. So when it comes to ACC teams, you see Florida right there. Florida State, I should say. You also see Louisville and Clemson. So it should be very interesting. Let's take a look at the coaches poll. Ohio State's number 1. But we're still sitting at number 23, even on the coaches poll as well. Here are your preseason All-Americans. And here's the second team preseason All-Americans. Let's get a quick glance at who are the ACC All-Americans when it comes to that second team. As you can see, there are a few Hurricanes on this squad. And a look at the first team, we've got a few on that side of the ball as well, including our running back who's going to be making some big noise this season, Damian Martinez. Okay, so looking at the fact that we had 85 kicker made me think, let's look at the rest of the roster. I'm going to cycle through the rest of the roster and you pause if necessary. As you can see, no left guard on the team, but our right guard moves over to that left side, allowing for Cristobal to be the starting right guard. That'll work for now. Let's go ahead and start the season off as we get one more glance at the top stories around college football. There's the Heisman Watch. Shador, Ali Gordon, Travis Hunter. Whew. The Heisman Trophy Watch is going to be fire. Here we go.
Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
First kickoff of a new season. Let's go.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And here comes the offense on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
So that delay of game is for everybody that did make it to see this game. Now let's get to work. Big third down right here.
Back to throw, it's Ward.
Come on, Ward. Good throw. Good throw.
The give to the tailback.
A bit conservative with the play call right there, but I thought I could catch them off balance with the run. That's going to lead to a punt.
It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20.
Thought that went out in a good spot.
Offense has its first opportunity of the day.
Conference game right here. Fumble.
Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Let's go.
Great when you force them, and you're always thinking about
play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
what a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
You got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Ruben Bain making a big play right there, taking down the quarterback after the turnover.
Put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Smashes through.
That's a really good screenplay. Puts him right back in field goal range.
So we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete downfield. Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone.
What a pass, baby.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown.
Let's go.
Pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack is going to be hard to stop.
That is one nice play right there, man. All the way to the house for the touchdown.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Trying to get to it. And that deep
Let's
gets
go.
Things working, getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job on the defensive line.
Back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Fortunately, they ended up losing runs.
All right, so good field goal to put us up now by a full touchdown and extra point. So let's go ahead and keep adding to that as this game moves along.
Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And the Canes line up to punt it away. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run.
Come on, Fletcher, let's go.
Pays off as they pick up the first down.
Let's go. Aggressive play call right here by the Hurricanes, but let's do it. Got a man wide open. Let's go.
An easy conversion film. Wants to throw on second down. Quickly completed.
Touchdown. Yes, sir.
Catch and run for 6.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Back to the air one more time. He'll take the deep shot. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game.
Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And that is no good.
So the kicker couldn't make a short one. Definitely can't make the long one there. We still lead by 7.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different
Oh my
plays.
goodness.
I think it's
Afterburners.
Somebody tackle him. There you go.
He's looking to pass. They've got this.
Got it.
He's run out of
Everybody flying around to the football.
Oh, bad defense on my part.
touchdown, Tigers.
We're supposed to be there.
An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
they just matriculate.
All of a sudden, it's a tie game.
Didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Let me not say it's tied yet because the kicker.
Dude, like the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big...
And that pass picked off.
You do it like that. Let's go. Big interception. We needed that.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try.
Oh, I missed it. I shanked it.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
The fan. I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
Tackle, tackle.
And
Let's
he
go.
was pushing.
The guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Got him.
Stop him short.
Got him.
To get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those
Let's
long
go.
yard situations.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Strikes the blow.
Let's go, Fletcher.
As he gets it to the 31.
And the third. Let's put it away, y'all. Big game.
Tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats.
Ken Ward and Klubnik go on the wall right now.
Back to pass, it's Ward.
Good route by the receiver right there. Ooh, big hit.
Excellent job working through the air. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Cam forced out the pocket. He's going to run it in. Let's go. Gritty on him.
Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that. Assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
So what happened here? I was looking down the field. So it looks like Austin got to him. We got 3rd and very long, trying to make this manageable for 4th or just get closer for a field goal.
Trying to get it done with the run here on.
Oh, we might take this to the house.
Headed to the end
Oh,
zone.
hoo, hoo, hoo.
And they
Oh,
had 6 more.
man.
And a trip to the house.
Martinez really a dog, bro.
Again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
What a run right there. That'll extend the lead.
They keep attacking through the air. Wide open downfield. Nothing
Caught me
but
off guard.
He's at
Oh, this game ain't over yet.
And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Heck of a pass right
Make
there.
sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter. You kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back.
Good throw.
Need to put more plays together like that.
Good throw.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The deep here, if they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Incomplete.
If you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking, they've got to get this passing game going now.
Way to knock that one down. It's still quite some ways away from a field goal.
What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the match?
Let's go. I said.
And they get to him and
Might be just a little too too late, I should say.
quarterback wants to throw on second down. Rolls it in. Off he goes.
I thought we were getting to the house on that one. Still
And finally,
got more work to do.
they're trying to get to him. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of
It definitely take a miracle. Ah, man. 7 seconds is going to be scary. Here it comes. Roll down to this right here.
Onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And he'll
Let's
step
go.
across the
All
side.
right, Kim. Shut the door on Clemson. Let's go home with our first win of the season.
Catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Number 17, Clemson Tigers going down
Work all offseason.
to the Miami Hurricanes
Punctuate and opening
in episode 1 of our Dynasty. Thank you for rocking out with us all the way through.
They get it done.
Our new coach, Piers Sullivan, comes away with a W in his first appearance as the head coach of the Hurricanes. Cam Warrior, player of the game, 305 through the air with 3 touchdowns.
Coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to
He was absolutely stellar. Clemson's going to be a tough team that we're going to have to see down the stretch,
on the field. Guys
but I'm looking forward to it.
flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is.
Shout out to y'all.
The coaching staff,
Miami's up
I think,
next.
is very, very positive right
We
now.
got next, you heard? 34-31.
David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Another win, another dub. Starting this season off right. And we appreciate y'all for rocking out. We got a lot more in the Miami Dynasty. I go by the name of Biz Billa. Peace, love, blessings. We'll be back with much more on BYC Gaming.
We can get you some pepperoni. We can get you some doggone macaroni. Some damn beefaroni. But Bobby Brown was keeping it 100. When you get you that tenderoni, hey,